What's up, bro? Welcome back to Cancel Thoughts. It's your boy Better Days here. I haven't necessarily made a basketball video this year, and that's not by accident, guys. I've kind of been disgusted with the NBA, and I don't think I'm the only one. The entitlement of some of these players is something that bothers me. But very recently, there's been this idea that's been floated out there in the NBA that I kind of have to talk about, and we're going to go to the origins of it, and that's the idea that Steph Curry and LeBron James should team up on the Golden State Warriors. And
it's pretty ridiculous.
Today, I'm going to be showing you guys a quick clip from where that kind of idea originated. So hit like, hit subscribe, and help me out with that real quick.
Golden State has a host here of young players led, of course, by Jonathan Kuminga, who could sweeten any deal, and veterans on contracts that can match salary. Andrew Wiggins, maybe. The Warriors also control, this is big, their next 5 first-round picks. So a lot to digest there. But Mr. Wilbon, it's been a while since you've been here on this show, but we've heard you on PTI. You've been calling for the Warriors to maximize Steph Curry's window.
Now.
Is Golden State just one player away, though, from doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The player plays right across the street, around the corner, right here. LeBron James. Let's cut to the chase with this. All those assets are great if Steph and Draymond were 31 and 32 years old, and you could sort of wait on them. And I love Kuminga. But they're not 31 and 32 years old. The Warriors, you said it, Malika, you're talking about maximizing now, tonight. They're not catching Oklahoma City. They're not catching, as Perk was talking some sense to me on PTI 2 days ago, they're not catching Dallas. They're not, with the personnel they have currently assembled. I'm not sure they can catch those two teams with the person I'm saying add either. But if you tell me, if anybody watched the Olympics, Brian Windhorst, this summer, and you saw LeBron James and Steph Curry play together, how can you not want to see that? I'm not saying it's easy. Wendy will tell us how possible, if it is at all. But you tell me at this point, the Lakers stink, all right? The Lakers are not going to do anything. The Lakers are not any good. You have AD and LeBron playing 90% of the games, and they're a 7th and 8th seed at best in the West. Is LeBron going to ride out another season like that? Why would he? Why does he need to? If LeBron James decides he wants to contend this season, you know what Wilt once did? He lived, not once, he lived in L.A., but he played in Philly. So LeBron, how long did it take a G6 to get from San Francisco? You'd probably know.
I'm going to preface all of my comments by saying this, guys.
I must give credit where credit is due.
LeBron James and Stephen Curry are 2 of the 10 greatest players in basketball, in my opinion. The idea that adding LeBron to the Golden State Warriors as presently constructed as a championship contender, to me, is asinine. It is nonsensical. Like, listen, if you wanted to make this case 7 years ago, you got me.
I completely agree.
7 years ago, LeBron James, and 7 years ago, Steph Curry would be a title contender immediately, because those 2 guys were at the peak of their powers, and they were 2 of the 5 best players in basketball at the time. But this current iteration of both Steph Curry and LeBron James aren't even 2 top 10 players, in my opinion.
Tell me I'm wrong.
And I don't mean to be blasphemous. Again, guys, I respect these guys so much, and I respect the greatness that we've seen them kind of deliver for us over the past couple of decades or whatnot. And me personally, I believe LeBron James is the GOAT, and you guys can argue with me about it in the comments down below, and I will leave that debate for another day. But to say that Steph Curry and LeBron right now could join up together and they would be able to get a championship,
it's absolutely ridiculous.
Another thing that I want to talk about there is that he just talks about LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the Lakers and how they're a shitty team. Anthony Davis right now is a better basketball player than both Steph Curry and LeBron James. If LeBron and Anthony Davis together cannot be a championship team, what makes you think that Steph Curry and LeBron James can? It's just completely like, who is like coming up with these ideas, and who is like really believing that this is something to do? Now, from a star power perspective, yeah, you'll sell a lot of tickets. Yes, it'll be nice. And for all of those who are nostalgic about it, yes, it'll be fun for us to watch them play together for a season or so. To think that they can actually like contend in the Western Conference as is presently constructed with those 2 guys at the top, it's just not, it's not feasible whatsoever. Now, if there was some way to get Steph Curry onto the Lakers with LeBron and Anthony Davis, that's something that I would be very, very intrigued to see. And I think that team is a championship contending team. And obviously, there's no way that's ever going to happen.
Oh, man can dream, can he?
But to say that, well, let's just trade LeBron to the Golden State Warriors and they'll be a championship contender. No. One, that doesn't necessarily work with LeBron and Draymond Green on the same team. That's number 1. But number 2, could you guys imagine, with the amount of defense or the lack thereof defense that LeBron currently plays right now, being on a team with Draymond Green?
That's really asking for trouble.
Draymond Green is the reason that Kevin Durant is no longer in Golden State. Do you really think that LeBron can be standing around as he's been standing around over the past couple of seasons on defense and Draymond not say a goddamn thing to him? I don't necessarily care how much respect Draymond has for him. You cannot tell Draymond to watch someone like LeBron not play any fucking defense whatsoever and keep his mouth shut. And a lot of us knows this, and a lot of us have been watching it over the past couple of seasons. You cannot tell us that we don't see what we see. LeBron doesn't play any defense anymore, and he's struggling right now to even average his little 20-something points. So come on, man, just give me a break on this. I'm gonna let them talk a little bit more because I don't necessarily know what the rest of these guys said, but just stop it.
G6, 27. You can't play in San Francisco and live in Los Angeles if you want to. This is tailor-made for those two guys to play together and finish their careers.
That's why I love it when Will Barnes back in L.A. because I agree with you 100%. Because, look, Shams just reported they're on the market looking for a star. What star is out there that's going to move the needle so that they can actually have a legitimate shot at winning a championship that makes the most sense? They're looking for a playmaker, right? That's LeBron James. You need the size because the wing position is the most important position in the NBA. That's LeBron James. Now, I don't know what the numbers look like, but I do know this makes a lot of sense. I do know that LeBron, he loves playing with Steph. Steph loves playing with LeBron, and we know about the relationship.
They can like playing with each other all they want. They're still not going to win the championship. And them talking about they need a playmaker is cool and whatnot, but Draymond Green is their playmaker currently. Draymond Green is a really good playmaker. Sure, he's not an offensive threat in the way that LeBron would be an offensive threat, but he is their playmaker. If you added LeBron to that team, you're taking the ball out of Draymond Green's hands, and that's one of the things that is his greatest strength. What then happens, and what's the point of having Draymond Green on the team whatsoever? Again, there's just a lot of stuff here to me that a lot of people aren't talking about, and the fact that these people get paid millions of dollars to talk basketball, and none of them is pointing this out to me is just completely ridiculous, and I cannot respect the basketball knowledge of some of these people if they really think this is a good idea. Kevin Durant right now is probably a better fit for the Golden State Warriors than LeBron James currently is because Kevin Durant is a better basketball player at this moment in time than LeBron James. And again, LeBron is my GOAT, guys. I'm not saying this because I'm a LeBron hater. I cannot just kind of just pretend that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing, guys. I just can't do it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I don't necessarily have a lot more to add on this, but this whole idea that Steph Curry and LeBron James are going to win a championship together and end their careers together or whatever, or they potentially could. Listen, those two guys aren't even two of the 5 best players in basketball right now. The 5 best players in basketball are very, very easy to kind of point out right now. It's Jokic, Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. All of those guys, if they were on a team going up against the Golden State Warriors with LeBron James, they would dominate the Golden State Warriors, and that's just a fact of the matter. But those are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this entire situation, and what do you guys think about LeBron James and Steph Curry potentially or whatever being on each other's teams? I want to hear from you guys. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I really do appreciate you.
If you liked what you heard today, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't like what you heard, thanks for watching the whole video. Consider leaving a comment in the comment section and telling me exactly what you disagreed with. Either way, thanks for joining me on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.